off, then yeah, we'll get started with this 4K Ultra HD collection. Alright, yeah, we're live. What's up, chat? It is your host, Marcelo, here, back again with another 4K Ultra HD stream. Today I'm going to be showing the collection of 4K Ultra HD. By further notice to do, let's get started. Starting off with the first 4K of this one will be Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. I didn't get my chance to see this movie in theaters, but I have saw this movie in digital. Really fucking amazing movie, in my opinion. One of my favorite Mission Impossible movies from all time. And then nothing back there. Moving on to the next 4K, Oppenheimer, starting by Christopher Nolan's movie. One of the best movies of the country. I didn't get my chance to see this movie in theaters. I saw this one on Peacock before. Really great film. And then I saw it again this year, and it's one of my favorite movies from 2023 with Across the Spider-Verse. I'm not going to say Across the Spider-Verse is the #1 movie. I'm going to say this one is the #1 movie from 2023. Next one, The Fate of the Furious. This is the Fast and the Furious 8 movie. I have saw the theatrical cut before, I think. And the extended cut, I think. I saw the theatrical cut on this year, but the extended cut was last year, I think. It was before this year, I think. Or it was 2023, I don't know, I'm whatever the thing. Moving on to Deadpool 2. Super shit cut. This one has the theatrical cut and the unrated cut. I have saw the theatrical cut to this movie before on Disney Plus. Hope to check out the unrated extended cut before. And will I ever get Deadpool 2 on DVD? No. I'm just gonna stick with the 4K. But I will upgrade my first Deadpool movie to 4K. Moving on to The Flash. I don't know really why I got this movie, but it's just whatever. I got it from my DC collection anyways. Here's the 4K and the digital copy, which it's already redeemed. What's up, Sawyer? How you doing? Moving on to Fast X, or Fast and Furious 10, whatever you call it. I have saw this movie before on Peacock. Really great film. But still, this one needs a rewatch as well to still see the 9. I have all the Jurassic World movies, but except for Rebirth, I gotta still get it. I have all Fast and the Furious 10 movie collection. I have the Mummy franchise on DVD. I have the Purge movies on DVD, but I'm gonna upgrade it to the 4K. I want to get to the Back to the Future franchise because of it. I don't know if I will see this movie in theaters, but yeah. And this, I think I have the first one on. I have the first and second on DVD. Moving on to Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Finally, Universal didn't cancel Fast X Part 2. Well, at least I could say W. But yeah, I saw Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania in theaters the day that got released. And I think it was my first ever 3D movie I saw in theaters. This is the first one I saw in theaters. Still needs a rewatch. But I'm going to watch the IMAX version of it soon. And moving on to Five Nights at Freddy's. I will plan to watch the first one before the sequel comes out on December. I'm not a fan of the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, in my opinion, but this one will give it a rewatch. My first 3D in theaters I saw is Up. Nice. But still, is the sequel gonna be way more better? Is the sequel gonna be way more better than this one? Moving on to the goddamn worst thing I picked up. The half on the 4K, whatever. Trolls Band Together. Hear me out for this chat. Hear me out. This movie is bad, but I can literally see one of the songs in this movie is better than this movie. But if anybody likes this movie, respect my opinion on it. But yeah, opinion handle if people likes it. But I'm not gonna get rid of it just because it's a 4K, and I'm gonna probably get the first one on the 4K as well with sequel, I think. I don't know. I'm gonna get some more DreamWorks 4K. I think the next one I want to try to get is the How to Train Your Dragon number 2 or 1. Moving on to Shazam! Fury of the God. I really didn't see this movie in theaters, but there is a good chance I want to see it in on physical. And yes, for these two movies, I saw this one on Peacock, and this one I saw in theaters. I think it was on December by the time of 2023, I think. But yeah, um, still, as a DC fan, I want to get this just for my DC collection. And the code expires in the 6/30th of the 2025. Which, it's already expired already. So, if you're trying to get this code, too late, it just expired. Shazam! Still need to get the first one. And I may get the first one on 4K sometime soon. Now, time to move on to the next 4Ks. Let me pull it up. Time to move on to the next 4K, and that is Deadpool and Wolverine. I had saw this movie in theaters before. Fantastic movie right here, in my opinion. But it's not one of the best movies of 2025. I think Doom Part 2 was the better one. But yeah. Sometimes expired codes always does work. Yeah, sometimes it does, but not a lot. Because I redeemed them. Moving on to the WoW Robot. Peak right here. One of my favorite DreamWorks animation with How to Train Your Dragon 2. I don't give a fuck. I don't care, John. I don't give a fuck. And I have Shrek on DVD, which I may plan to upgrade this to 4K because I kind of feel like it. I have How to Train Your Dragon on DVD, but I upgraded it to the Blu-ray, but I'm going to upgrade it to the 4K sometime soon. I have Madagascar on DVD, which I want to get the 4K because of it. And I have Kung Fu Panda on DVD, which I'm going to upgrade it to 4K. I'm not planning to get I said I was gonna plan to get Trolls on 4K, but still I will get it. And this, no, not gonna get it in my opinion. But still, one of the best DreamWorks movie from last year. And we got Transformers 1. I have not seen this movie in theaters, but I am very lucky to see this movie on digital. I cannot say it's one of the best Transformers movies, but the I could say the first Transformers movie from 2007 is the greatest, but I still need to watch. I have Bumblebee on DVD. I have Transformers 1, 2, 3, and 4 on DVD, and I'm not planning to get the last night because I don't feel like it. And Rise of the Beast I have on Blu-ray. And then one of my pickest movies from last year, Sonic the Hedgehog 3. One of the fantastic movies right here. which I still have that 4K Steelbook, which after the showing the 4Ks, I will be showing the Steelbooks next. And I did see this movie in theaters 2 times already. And I have this game on the PS5, which I'm not getting it for the Nintendo Switch 2. I don't know if I will get it on Steam or Epic Games, because I have a computer. Crazy that me and TGMF did Sonic 3 and 4DX. Damn, and I did it on D-Bots only. I have the first Sonic the Hedgehog movie on Blu-ray, which I'm gonna upgrade it to the 4K with these sometime soon. And then here's the code. It's so crazy that we got the war of TGMF and John seeing this movie in 4DX is crazy. And now the worst 4K I ever have from this, and I don't know why I got it for the first place. I don't know why I got this. I don't need to explain why I got it, but still, literally the worst fucking Jurassic World movie from all time. But yeah, would I ever plan to watch this one just because of my Jurassic Park and Jurassic World franchise? Yes, I will watch it, but no, I will not like it. Also Jurassic World Rebirth and Screen Ads. Yeah, that's so crazy. Now we got the next 2 peak movies coming up, so we're gonna start off with the actual peak movie right here from 2018. Really great fucking movie right here. And I really like the Blu-ray disc artwork instead of the Blu-ray with the DVD combo pack. Now moving on to the 4K. 2 of these are the absolute cinema movies right here. Which, again, when I said to this for Oppenheimer, this movie is not the best movie of 2023. I'm saying Oppenheimer was the best movie from 2023. So, yeah. I have this game on the PS5, which this game, I have a fucking, what do you say this? I have, a poster of it because, yeah, I was a fan of this game. And then just the Spotify. But both of these are peak as hell, but still, Oppenheimer is one of the best movies from 2023. Now, time to move on to a Mortal Kombat movie. I kind of will agree with you, I guess, John. And Goofy on Mickey Peter, shut your grazing ass up, bro. The game is better. If you play it in the hard mode, you're not going to have the fun experience. Anyways, and that's when we got Ninjas Rising Gru. Literally, I saw this movie in theaters after my fucking childhood, which the first Minions I saw in theaters. That was the first movie I saw in theaters. Well, we liked this movie. So, I'm gonna still give this movie a full-time rewatch again. But I already rewatched this movie, so, yeah. And now we're gonna move on to the rest 4Ks. And then we'll do the Steelbooks. Moving on to Doom Part 1. I really didn't get my chance to see the first one in theaters because, I was busy of my age. But still, finally I got the first one on 4K because I have never seen the first or the sequel. But if I had to get my chance to see the first, I will watch it. And also with the sequel. Moving on to Beetlejuice. Literally got this for my birthday this year. Pretty good sequel, but this sequel needs a rewatch as well with the first one. I'm gonna say the first Beetlejuice movie is better. You could see, you cannot see Doom Part 1 on Max when it comes out. Yeah. But anyways, moving on to the next one, The Fall Guy. For some reason, I found this for Goodwill for like $4 fucking dollars. It was $4 fucking dollars at the time. I was very lucky on this copy. And now you're gonna all be asking, where's my Blu-ray copy of The Fall Guy? Well, I literally got rid of it, and I sold it to Goodwill. Yeah, it's all I can say. All true comes true. Moving on to Venom: The Last Dance, which, I got this, slip cover from Walmart. Not to be confused with the Fall Guy video game. Yeah. It's so weird with a title called The Fall Guy, which there's a fucking video game called The Fall Guys, so, yeah. I don't know why they titled the name The Fall Guy, which it should be crazy, but yeah. Moving on to the next peak movie from last year, Doom Part 2. I will probably give this one a rewatch sometime soon. But I really just got this movie just because I want to get the sequel on 4K. Which I heard everybody says this is one of the peak movies from last year. But still, yeah, I could say it's peak still. Gotta give it a royal watch. Moving on to Gran Turismo. Just recently premiered on FX. But I don't know why it was rated TMAA. I really love the disc art for the Blu-ray and 4K. It just reminds me of, like, driving in the car in the game of Gran Turismo. Which, speaking of this game, I still need to play Gran Turismo 5. I still have it for the PS5, but I don't know if I will ever get the chance to play it. And the last 4K before we get to the Steelbook 4Ks of it right here. And fun fact, it was the first ever 4K movie I have on this collection of it. Now I'm gonna get the Steelbooks first, so give me a second shot. I gotta put these 4Ks back in the shelf. But still, to this day, still have a fucking copy of right here on 4K, so I could watch the movie again. Alright, put it in. Now time to grab some Steelbooks. The 4K Steelbooks. This is not a Steelbook collection, but I'm gonna count some Steelbooks as a 4K. Now, not gonna count them as DVD because, yeah. Look at those, the only 4Ks I'm gonna say. Alright, time for the 4K Steelbooks. And the first one will be the Sonic the Hedgehog 3 Steelbook Shadow Edition. I got this on my birthday, I think, on Amazon. I pre-ordered it. I am the luckiest copy to have on the whole planet. This Steelbook is my favorite one of the Steelbook so far. Again, I still need to upgrade this movie to 4K, and here's the inside. And, would I ever get more 4K Steelbooks? Yes, I will because of it. But, yeah. Moving on to the next one, TMNT, Mutant Mayhem. I have saw this movie in theaters back in 2023. Really fucking fantastic movie right here. And I have saw the original TMNT movie in theaters, the original 19 ones. And I have the fucking first Sonic the Hedgehog movie on Blu-ray. And the in the sequel on 4K Steelbook, you will see. Transformers Rise of the Beast on Blu-ray, I have this movie on DVD, but I'm not going to even know if I'm going to plan to get it. And I have this one on DVD, which, fantastic. And then, here's the toys, which I have the toys and the inside. Oh, what the fuck? What the hell is wrong with me, Chad? I actually should put the Blu-ray disc back. And I may get the payware spells. Next one is The Rain Steelbook. Just recently watched it. It's not a very good classic movie in my opinion, but it's still a classic, just for people who likes it. Hope to get The Crow on 4K. I have to see Smile soon. Red Eye, I don't know if I will see it, and no, and the inside. Come on. Moving on to Suicide Squad, the 4K Steelbook. Still need to see. Gotta still rewatch this movie. Because I saw this one before on physical, but I forgot to review it. So, again, it needs a rewatch. And that's the inside looks like. And I don't know if I'm even a huge fan of this one. I kind of think I prefer the 2021 than over this. But still gotta watch it. And we got Ballerina from the world of John Wick. The only one I need from this one is John Wick 4. Which I may get on the regular 4K. I'm not gonna even plan to get the Steelbook. This is the only John Wick movie to have a fucking Steelbook. And then here's the last one. I'm not gonna take everything inside of it. But yeah, that is it for this 4K collection. I'll see you guys later. Bye.